the auctioneer was going about a mile a minute. He was taking bids and calling them out loud. And I guess I was really getting in it, 'cause I just shouted out above the crowd. And I said, hey, pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'd give anything to make you mine on mine. I'll do your bidding, be if you beck and call. Yeah, I've never seen anyone looking so fine. Man, I gotta have her, she's a one of a kind. I'm going once, going twice. I'm sold on a lady in a long black dress, but she won my heart. It was no contest, with a ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes. Well, I'm about to bid my heart goodbye. Yeah, we found love on the auction block in a haunted part of way. Now we still love to laugh about the way we met that day when I said, hey, pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'd give anything to make you mine on mine. I'll do your bidding and be at your beck and call. Yeah, I've never seen anyone looking so fine. Man, I gotta have her, she's a one of a kind. I'm going once, going twice. I'm sold on the lady in the second row. She's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10, I know. She got ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes. And I'm about to bid my heart goodbye. Rolling, 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 keep rolling, 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 though the streams are swollen, keep them doggies rolling, right, through rain and wind and weather, hell-bent for leather, wishing my gal was by my side. All the things I'm missing, good fiddles, love and kissing, are waiting at the end of my ride. Move 'em on, hit 'em up, move 'em on, hit 'em up, rawhide. Cut 'em out, ride 'em in, cut 'em out, ride 'em in, rawhide. Keep moving, 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 though they're disapproving. Keep them doggies moving, rawhide. Don't try to understand them, just rope 'em through and brand 'em. Soon we'll be living high and wide. My heart's calculating, my true love will be waiting at the end of my ride. Move 'em on, hit 'em up, move 'em on, hit 'em up, rawhide. Cut 'em out, ride 'em in, cut 'em out, ride 'em in, rawhide. Rolling, 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 yeah! Rolling, 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 rawhide. Yeah! Rawhide! Some people say a man is made out of mud. The poor man's made out of muscle and blood and skin and bones. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe it is that time. Our officials have got everything in order. Sorry for the slight delay, but I tell you what, we are here now and ready to rock and roll. Buckle your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. We've sold you the whole seat, but you're only going to need half of it because it's bull time. We're going to rock and roll right along here. We've got 2 splits of Angus classes here. The first split, we're going to have 3 entries come into this class here. They're going to be born from January the 21st to February the 27th. Leading off this class is going to be entry to number 2000. This will be Madson's Rainmaker 30N, shown and exhibited by Madsen Angus of Arden, Manitoba. Sired by RRW Kane 307L and out of Marriott Socialite 9042G. Followed in by entry number 2001 will be Eastondale Distinguished 1125, born on January the 31st, shown and exhibited by Eastondale Angus of Wawota, Saskatchewan, sired by HF ProStar 97L out of SFL Miss Wicks 0114. Now following out and rounding out this class here is going to be entry number 2002 HMM Grit 1N, shown and exhibited by Madsen Angus of Arden, Manitoba, born on January the 21st, going to be sired by HLC Grit 705H and out of CM. That'll be your registration number there out of the Great Dam as well. Here we go. This is our three exhibits in this class here. There's three exhibitors in this class in our first split of our Angus bulls. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming back in here in no particular order, out of split number 1 in our Angus division will be entries number 2000, Madson's Rainmaker 30N, shown and exhibited by Madson Angus of Arden, Manitoba. And also coming back in is entry number 2001, Eastondale Distinguished 1125, shown and exhibited by Eastondale Angus of Wawota, Saskatchewan. Congratulations to these exhibitors here as they come back in for our overall Angus bulls. We'll now see our split number 2 in our Angus division. We'll have 4 entries. In split number 2, these will be entries number 2003, 2004, 2005, and 2006. These bulls will be born from January the 1st to January the 4th of 2025. Leading off this class is entry number 2003, RRW Pound Town 512N, shown and exhibited by Ramrod West Cattle Co. of Redvers, Saskatchewan, sired by Harprey Grand River 47L, and out of Gulton Colossal Ellen 409J. Shown and followed in by entry number 2004, J. Morandi Continental 502N, shown and exhibited by J. Morandi Livestock of Beausejour, Manitoba. Followed in by entry number 2005, Red ACC Washington 1N, shown and exhibited by Anderson Cattle Company, Incorporated from Swan Rivers, Manitoba. And rounding out this class here, coming to us from Miami, Manitoba, will be entry number 2006, Stepler's Coalfield 9N, shown and exhibited by Stepler Farms Limited of Miami, Manitoba. Ladies and gentlemen, this is split number 2 in our Angus division. Again, a couple of our official sponsors for today. As our official towing company is Full Tilt Towing. Full Tilt Towing is the official towing company of Manitoba AgX, and we appreciate their support in keeping this moving along. Our cattle country sponsors, the Brandon Sun and Sunrise Credit Union. We'd like to thank the Brandon Sun and the Sunrise Credit Union, the proud sponsors of the cattle country, for the Manitoba AgX. Your sponsorship helps us celebrate the agriculture in the heart of the prairies. Also, our official truck this year is Kelleher Ford, the official truck of the Manitoba AgX. A big shout out goes out to Kelleher Ford for the official truck of the Manitoba AgX for driving your community support and helping us haul in this great show. As our score tabulators are tabulating our scores here for our placings in split number 2 of our Angus split. We'll have 2 calves come back in here in no particular order. For our overall Angus split, coming back into the ring here for our overall Angus class is going to be entry number 2003 RRW Poundtown 512N, shown and exhibited by Ramrod West Cattle Co. of Redvers, Saskatchewan. Also coming back in no particular order is entry number 2004 J. Morandi Continental 502N, shown and exhibited by J. Morandi Livestock of Beausejour, Manitoba. Congratulations to those 2 exhibitors and as well to the other 2. Coming back in for our overall Angus Bull. From split number 1 is going to be entry number 2000. This will be Madson's Rainmaker 30N, shown and exhibited by Madson Angus of Arden, Manitoba. Followed in by entry number 2001, Eastondale Distinguished 1125, shown and exhibited by Eastondale Angus of Wawota, Saskatchewan. Following in there out of split number 2 that we just seen as well is going to be entry number 2003 RRW Poundtown 512N, shown and exhibited by Ramrod West Cattle Co. of Redvers, Saskatchewan. And rounding out this class in our overall split is going to be entry number 2004 J. Morandi Continental 502N, shown and exhibited by J. Morandi Livestock of Beausejour, Manitoba. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your overall Angus Bull Calf class. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming back out of no particular order from your championship Angus class is going to be entry number 2001, Eastondale Distinguished 1125, shown and exhibited by Eastondale Angus of Wawota, Saskatchewan. And out of split number 2 comes 2004, J. Morandi, Continental 502N, shown and exhibited by J. Morandi Livestock of Beausejour, Manitoba. Ladies and gentlemen, give our champion Angus bulls a big round of applause, please. From the Angus class, we're going to go into our Charolais division. We're going to have 5 entries in our Charolais class. These bulls are going to age range from January the 8th to February the 10th. Leading off the Charolais division will be entry number 315. This will be JMB Norm 509N, born on February the 10th. Will be shown and exhibited by JMB Charolais of Brookdale, Manitoba. Followed in, coming from Rivers, Manitoba, will be entry number 2008, HTA Storm Surge 5100N. It'll be entry exhibited by HTA Charolais. Followed in by entry number 323, JMB Noble 507N, shown and exhibited by JMB Charolais of Brookdale, Manitoba. This entry will be born on January the 16th. Followed in by an entry coming from Miami, Manitoba. This will be entry number 2009, Stepler High Street 114N, born on January the 12th, shown and exhibited by Stepler Farms Limited. And rounding out this class here is going to be entry number 2010, Hidden Lake Nate 2N, born on January the 8th, shown and exhibited by Hidden Lake Stock Farms of Carberry, Manitoba. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our Charolais division. I do believe it is fitting at this point in time that we also recognize some of our show ring sponsors for this event here this week. Our show ring sponsors are Canad Inns, the Manitoba Charolais Association, and Master Feeds. Ladies and gentlemen, these 3 sponsors go in part and do a great job of sponsoring our main arenas here, our South Ring and our North Ring. We will be in, and of course, in the South Ring right now for our bull calf class, and this is the Manitoba Charolais Association ring, is the South Ring. Community supporters at our cattle show, MNP and Fairway Feeds. A big special thanks goes out to MNP and Fairway Feeds, our community supporters of the cattle show. They're grateful for your dedication in the ag industry and local exhibitors. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming back in no particular order out of the Charolais division here, we're going to call back in entry number 315, JMB Norm 509N, shown and exhibited by JMB Charolais of Brookdale, Manitoba. Also coming back in no particular order, is entry number 2010, Hidden Lake Nate 2N, shown and exhibited by Hidden Lake Stock Farms of Carberry, Manitoba. Ladies and gentlemen, you bet, give our Charolais exhibitors a big round of applause for a very strong class. From our Charolais division, we're going to move into our Hereford Bulls. We've got 2 splits of Herefords. 3 exhibitors in our first class here. There'll be entry number 2011, 2012, and 464. 3 exhibitors. We do have a scratch. 2013 will be a scratch in this class. 2013 will be a scratch in this split. Leading off our Hereford class here is entry number 2011, ANL ACDT 174, Fawns 115, ET 133N, shown and exhibited by ANL Pulled Herefords with additional owners Dan and Kelvin Fornwall, Golden Oak, and AXA Farms. They'll be coming from Steelman, Saskatchewan, and this bull calf's born on March the 16th. Followed in by entry number 2012. This will be Roselawn Dexter 316 ET 29N, shown and exhibited by Roselawn Farms of Killarney, Manitoba, born on February the 24th. Followed in and rounding out this class will be entry number 464, Haraldson's Proud 35L ET 37N, born on February the 14th, shown and exhibited by Haraldson's Pulled Herefords of Owota, Saskatchewan. Ladies and gentlemen, this is split number 1 in your Hereford division. At this point in time, we'd also like to thank Quintain and Sons Limited, your livestock dealer right here just outside Manitoba. Order buying and direct buying all at an ease of there. They have an excellent yard just outside of Brandon as well. So we thank Jim and crew out there at Quintain and Sons Limited. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming back in no particular order, out of split number 1 in our Hereford division here will be entry number 2011 ANL ACDT 174 Fawns 115 ET 133N, shown and exhibited by ANL Pulled Herefords. Also coming back out of this split is entry number 464 Haraldson's Proud 35L ET 37N, shown and exhibited by Haraldson Pulled Herefords of Owota, Saskatchewan. Ladies and gentlemen, that's split number 1 in our Hereford division. We're going to roll right into split number 2. These bulls are going to be born between January the 1st and January the 26th. We should have 4 entries coming in this class. Entries number 2014, 474, 2015, and 2016. Leading off this class here will be entry number 2014, LV Showtime L15N, shown and exhibited by LV Farms of Maydale, Saskatchewan. Followed in by entry number 474, GRHK 29H Crave 7N, shown and exhibited by Green Ridge Farms of Fisher Branch, Manitoba. Followed in by entry number 2015, PBHR Nash 15L1N, shown and exhibited by Stephen Manns of Austin, Manitoba. And rounding out this class here is going to be entry number 2016, Funk 78L88L Nintendo 5N, shown and exhibited by Acorn Ridge Pulled Herefords of Cleanfield, Manitoba. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our second split of Hereford bulls. The top 2, in no particular order, will be joining the top 2 out of split number 1 for our overall Hereford bull commencing this class. Ladies and gentlemen, coming back out of split number 2 in our Hereford division here, in no particular order, will be entry number 2014 LV Showtime L15N, shown and exhibited by LV Farms of Mydale, Saskatchewan. Also returning in no particular order, will be entry number 474 GRHK 29H Crave 7N, shown and exhibited by Green Ridge Farms of Fisher Branch, Manitoba. Ladies and gentlemen, that is split number 2 of our Hereford Bull division. We'll now have our first 2 entries back in from split number 1 for our overall Hereford class. Well, welcoming back into the ring here for our overall Hereford division here will be entry number 2011 ANL ACDT 174 Fawns 115 ET 133N, shown and exhibited by ANL Polled Herefords of Steelman, Saskatchewan. Followed in by entry number 464 Haraldson's Proud 35 LET 37N, shown and exhibited by Haraldson's Polled Herefords of Wawota, Saskatchewan. Coming in from back in from split number 2 is entry number 2014 LV Showtime L15N, shown and exhibited by LV Farms of Mydale, Saskatchewan. And rounding out the overall division class here is going to be entry number 474 GRHK 29H Crave 7N, shown and exhibited by Green Ridge Farms of Fisher Branch, Manitoba. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our championship Hereford Bull class. Well, ladies and gentlemen, your overall bull calf, in no particular order, our top two will be coming back in for the overall jackpot. Will be entry number 2011 ANL ACDT 174 Fawns 115 ET 133N, shown and exhibited by ANL Polled Herefords of Steelman, Saskatchewan. Joining in is also going to be entry number 464 out of split number 1, Haraldson's Proud 35 LET 37N, shown and exhibited by Haraldson's Polled Herefords of Owota, Saskatchewan. Congratulations to all of our Hereford exhibitors as well. From the Herefords, we're going to move ourselves into the Simmental bull calves. We've got 3 splits of Simmentals. Our first class is going to consist of an entry of 5. Leading off split number 1 here is going to be entry number 2017 GVR Boss 102N, shown and exhibited by Green Valley Ranch. Followed in by entry number 2018 NAC Caliber 115N, shown and exhibited by Northern Light Simmentals of Rossburn, Manitoba. Followed in by entry number 2019 2L Northern Assassin 86N, shown and exhibited by 2L Simmentals. Followed in by entry number 2020 Followed in by entry number 2020 Perot's Graffiti 39N, shown and exhibited by Perot Cattle Company. And rounding out this class here is going to be entry number 2021 Stepler Varshu 143N, shown and exhibited by Stepler Farms Limited of Miami, Manitoba. At this point in time, I'd like to just introduce a few more of our people that are helping us out here. And Maureen, just before you leave there, we'd like to introduce you as well. Maureen Tillman and her crew here with ShowChampions.com. Show Champions would like to thank the 2025 Manitoba AgX Committee for having us back. Good luck to all the exhibitors, she says, and Show Champions is your official photographer of the 2025 Manitoba AgX. Please visit ShowChampions.com to purchase any of your photos. Please be photogenic for any of the ladies that are out there taking cameras, and see Maureen over at the backdrop or any of her team as well to get your official photos of the 2025 Manitoba AgX. Again, our three judges for today: Leslie Headley, Darby Cochran, and Bill Bigolini are judging through our excellent set of bull calves here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on to split number one in our Simmental division, coming back in no particular order, will be entry number 2018 NAC Caliber 115N, shown and exhibited by Northern Light Simmentals of Rossburn, Manitoba. Also coming back in will be entry number 2020 Perot's Graffiti 39N, shown and exhibited by Perot Cattle Co. Those are your two champions coming back in no particular order from split number one in your Simmental division. We now will move into split number two. These bulls will be born between January the 7th and January the 12th. We'll have 4 exhibitors in this class. Leading off this class in split number 2 in our Simmental division is entry number 2022. This is going to be Big Sky Nickelback 17N, shown and exhibited by Big Sky Simmentals of Rivers, Manitoba, born on January the 12th. Nickelback will be sired by Big Sky Chevy 4L and out of Big Sky Kiki D500H. Followed in by entry number 2023 Chick Nickelback 5N, shown and exhibited by Little Chicks Cattle Co. He'll be born on January the 11th of 2025, sired by SAS Copperhead G354. Followed in the ring by entry number 2024. This will be DK Tactical. DK Tactical 9N, shown and exhibited by DK Land and Cattle Co. Be born on January the 11th as well, sired by SVS Rancher 42H. Followed in and rounding out this class here is going to be entry number 2026. This will be MJP Mr. Caliber ET2N, shown and exhibited by Porter Simmentals, born on January the 7th. Sired by RF Caliber 14G. Ladies and gentlemen, this is split number 2 in your Simmental division. Well, ladies and gentlemen, out of split number 2, coming back in no particular order, is going to be entry number 2022 Big Sky Nickelback 17N, shown and exhibited by Big Sky Sementals of Rivers, Manitoba. And also coming back in is going to be entry number 2024 DK Tactical 9N, shown and exhibited by DK Land and Cattle Company. Ladies and gentlemen, that is split number 2 in your Semental division. We're going to move into split number 3. We're going to have 3 exhibitors in this split. These bulls are going to range from January the 2nd to January the 5th. Leading off this class here, coming from Minnedosa, Manitoba, is going to be entry number 2029. This will be HFL American. Farrell? Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. 2029 HFL American Pharaoh ET 5031N, shown and exhibited by Horner Cattle Company of Minnedosa, Manitoba. 2027 is going to be a scratch. 2027 will be a scratch if you're following along in your program. So we'll follow in. It will be entry number 2028. This will be Big Sky Johnny Cash 6N, shown and exhibited by Big Sky Sementals of Rivers, Manitoba. And followed in and rounding out this class will be 2030 Flying W Kid Rock 92N, shown and exhibited by Flying W Stock Farm. You can kind of go through, but there's nothing deep. No, there is nothing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, out of split number 3 and coming back in no particular order will be entry number 2029 HFL American Pharaoh ET 5031N, shown and exhibited by Horner Cattle Company. And joining in there is also going to be entry number 2030 Flying W Kid Rock 92N, shown and exhibited by Flying W Stock Farm. Ladies and gentlemen, please give our third split of Simmental Bulls a big round of applause. We're going to move into our overall Simmental Bull Calf class here. We're going to have 6 entries come in for this class. We'll have 6 entries coming back in for this class. Leading off from split number 1 here for our Simmental overall championship class is going to be entry number 2018 NAC Caliber 115N, shown and exhibited by Northern Light Simmentals of Rossburn, Manitoba. They're coming, Cade? Here he comes. Also, from split number 1 and following in entry number 2018 is going to be entry number 2020 Perot's Graffiti 39N, shown and exhibited by Perot Cattle Company. From split number 2, we welcome back into the ring here entry number 2022 Big Sky Nickelback 17N, shown and exhibited by Big Sky Simmentals of Rivers, Manitoba. Followed in by entry number 2024 DK Tactical 9N, shown and exhibited by DK Land and Cattle Company. And returning back into the ring here from split number 3 is going to be entry number 2029 HFL American ET 5031N, shown and exhibited by Horner Cattle Company of Minnedosa, Manitoba. Also in will be entry number 2030 Flying W Kid Rock 92N, shown and exhibited by Flying W Stock Farm. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your overall champion Simmental class. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming back in no particular order, out of split number 3 is going to be entry number 2029 HFL American Pharaoh ET 5031N, shown and exhibited by Horner Cattle Company of Minnedosa, Manitoba. And also coming back in no particular order is going to come out of split number 2 is entry number 2024 DK Tactical 9N, shown and exhibited by DK Land and Cattle Company. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your 2 Simmental bulls returning into the championship drive. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move ourselves into the Speckle Park division. This will be class number 11 SP here. We've got 2 entries coming in for this class. It'll be entry number 2031 and PJS Notorious Big 125N, shown and exhibited by PJS Speckle Park. and Perry and Suzanne Rositsky. Also following in will be entry number 2033 INC Desperado 2N, shown and exhibited by INC Cattle Company of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Ladies and gentlemen, these bulls are born January the 3rd and February the 1st on these two. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in our Speckle Park division, coming back in no particular order will be entry number 2031 PJS Notorious Big 125N, shown and exhibited by PJS Speckle Park and Perry and Suzanne. And also coming back in will be entry number 2033 INC Desperado 2N, shown and exhibited by INC Cattle Company of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move ourselves into our final split before we get the championship. We're going to go into the mixed breed, which is also going to be a pair of limousine bulls. So we're going to have two limo bulls come in for our final division here. This will be entry number 2034 and 2035. Leading off this class will be entry number 2034 KAD Nighthawk 107N, shown and exhibited by Maplehurst Farms of Westburn, Manitoba, and followed in by entry number 2035 MTF Navigator 105N, shown and exhibited by Maplehurst Farms of Westburn, Manitoba as well. Okay, sure. No, I didn't know. I thought it was two different pieces. Okay, awesome. Yep. Yep. Okay, awesome. I can do that. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in no particular order, coming back into the ring here for our overall from our mixed breeds will be entry number 2035 MTF Navigator 105N, shown and exhibited by Maplehurst Farms, and entry number 2034 KAD Nighthawk 107N, shown and exhibited by Maplehurst Farms of Westburn, Manitoba. They will rejoin in for our championship drive here, in with our Angus, Charolais, Hereford, and Simmental bulls, as well as our Speckle Parks. And we will crown our 2025 Jackpot Bull. Our judges, I believe, have their paperwork. Our ringmen are ready. Cade, we're good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, coming back in for our championship drive is going to be entry number, leading off their parade from our Angus division is going to be entry number 2001. This will be Eastondale Distinguished 1125, shown and exhibited by Eastondale Angus of Wawota, Saskatchewan. Followed in by entry number 204. This will be J. Morandi Continental 502. N, shown and exhibited by J. Morandi Livestock of Beausejour, Manitoba. Followed in will be entry number 315. This will be JMB Norm 509N, shown and exhibited by JMB Charolais of Brookdale, Manitoba. And following in, also coming from the Charolais division, is going to be entry number 2010, Hidden Lake Nate 2N, shown and exhibited by Hidden Lake Stock Farms of Carberry, Manitoba. We're now moving into our Hereford division. Coming to us from the Herefords is going to be entry number 2011, ANL ACDT 174 Fawns 115 ET 133N, shown and exhibited by ANL Polled Herefords of Steelman, Saskatchewan. Also coming from the Hereford division is entry number 464, Haraldson's Proud 335L ET 37N, shown and exhibited by Haraldson's Polled Herefords of Wawota, Saskatchewan. We now move ourselves into the Simmental division. The Simmental Bulls coming back in here. Leading off the Simmental drive is entry number 2024 DK Tactical 9N, shown and exhibited by DK Land and Cattle Company, and followed in by entry number 2029. Entry number 2029 HFL American Pharaoh ET 5031N, shown and exhibited by Horner Cattle Company of Minnedosa, Manitoba. And following in the Simmentals is going to be the Speckle Parks. Speckle Parks coming in will be entry number 2031. This will be PJS Notorious Big 125N, shown and exhibited by PJS Speckle Park. And also coming in from our Speckle Parks is going to be entry number 2033 INC Desperado 2N, shown and exhibited by INC Cattle Company. And rounding out our championship drive, coming back to us from the limo division will be entry number 2034 KAD Nighthawk 107N, shown and exhibited by Maplehurst Farms. Also shown and exhibited by Maplehurst Farms is entry number 2035 MTF Navigator 105N. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship bull drive in our Jackpot Bull Show. be voluntold. I like how they work. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I think without further ado, we need to give our panel of judges another big round of applause here. Bill, Darby, and Leslie. They've been sorting through these bull calves all day. They sorted through our heifer calves earlier here. I'm going to turn the microphone over to Bill for a few words from our judges.
I'll keep this short and sweet. It's chore time. We need to get back to our stalls and get the chores done. But I want to thank everyone for grouping me with a couple of good young people to do this job. We had our differences, but for the right reasons, according to the way we saw them with our own eyes, and that's the way judging was meant to be. If you can't satisfy yourself, you're not going to please anyone. So that was our objective today. But my compliments to the exhibitors and the quality of cattle they brought out today and the way they exhibited them. I really appreciate seeing these young exhibitors out here and being as focused as they are. This fall fair, this AgX show is a long time running, and it still holds strong as far as the competition that's brought out here. Anyway, you going to pick the champion again there, Leslie? No, Darby's going to come out and give you a couple champions. Thanks for sticking with us, and have a good night.
Well, thank you, Bill. Yeah, we're ready to go. No, I don't know. Go. Darby's going to go out. He's going to slap our champion. Reserve. Your reserve champion is who you're going to slap, right? Yeah, I'm working on it. Fine. Your reserve champion comes to us from Minnedosa, Manitoba, 2029 HFL American Pharaoh ET 5031N, shown and exhibited by Horner Cattle Company of Minnedosa, Manitoba. Now, is Darby still going to pick our champion as well? Oh. And your champion, ladies and gentlemen, is 2024 DK Tactical 9N, shown and exhibited by DK Land and Cattle Company. That is your 2025 champion of your AgX Bull Jackpot Show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to all of our organizers. Thank you to all of our judges. Thank you to our marshals. Congratulations to our two winners coming to us out of the Semitol Division, our champion and reserve champion. My name is Richard Bramley, and on behalf of Jack Auction Group and Heartland Livestock Services, thank you for being out here today, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
lost, I'm an apostrophe. I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system, a catastrophe, and yet a masterpiece, and yet I'm